RIP to some of my favorite Leatherman multi-tools, and good riddance to them, because what that means is we get some innovation. So I don't know why in the everyday carry community we get very obsessed when some of our favorite items go are no longer being manufactured. This is the case for Leatherman's in their multi-tools. It's happened for other brands as well, like Benchmade and stuff like that. It's just like when it goes away, we're just very upset by it. We don't know what to do with ourselves. These are three of my favorite Leathermans. My most favorite Leatherman, hands down, is the Leatherman Free P4, which is in the middle. But we'll talk about why is it important for them to get rid of stuff and innovate and stuff like that. So, you know, the Leatherman Squirt PS, they stopped manufacturing, I think last year, maybe the year before that. Great small multi-tool. It's like a keychain size, and you can come through and attach it right here. Has scissors. It has a crosscut diamond file. It's just a really good multi-tool. Slotted screwdriver, very good knife on it, decent pliers to be such a small multi-tool. This is actually a very great. This is probably one of the best small multi-tools that they made, because you can access every tool while the multi-tool is closed. That's if you want to be one of my favorites in the multi-tool world, let me access your tools while the multi-tool itself is closed, and you're going to gain my attention. So that thing is RIP. Next, for the small multi-tool world, that's one of my faves, was the Leatherman Juice. Now, this one specifically is the X-Ray Echo 6. They also made a different variant that had less tools, and they both cost the same amount. I never really understood that, but I love the little colorway. Now, the Leatherman Juice has been continued and discontinued so many times by Leatherman, but this is another one of these tools where you can almost access everything. Not 100% everything, but almost access everything. There's a few things you have to open the multi-tool up to get to, but for the most part, there's just a good chunk of tools that you can use on the outside that keeps it as a good tool set. And they got rid of this one as well. I thoroughly enjoyed the Leatherman Juice, the corkscrews, the file, the saw. Everything about this was fantastic. And it had scissors. Like, this is one of their best multi-tools. They got rid of that one as well. And then just recently, RIP, because of the Leatherman art, the free series is changing. The free technology is the technology where you can open a Leatherman multi-tool with one hand. You can also close said multi-tool with one hand. So that's their free technology. I don't know if it's patented or whatever, but it's freaking awesome. And the free P4, the free P2 was the first one to do it. The second one to do it was the free P4. Both of them RIP. They both have been discontinued for production by Leatherman. Will they come back? I'm not sure. This is my favorite Leatherman because of the modification I did. I added a full-size bit driver. It also can use the smaller 4mm bits in there as well. It locks up properly using the actual the lock system that comes in a free P4. This was so fantastic. Every single tool set can be accessed while the multi-tool is closed. You can open it with keeping your hand on a workpiece. You can open it one-handed, all that good stuff. Okay, so I'll talk to you about my three favorites. Why is it important that Leatherman stop making these bad boys? Well, see, the thing is some multi-tool companies just won't relinquish making something forever and ever. For instance, this is the Gerber MP600. I have it in several different variations. I have one that has the EOD mod, which is a C4 punch, which is, I don't need that obviously, but I use this specifically if I need to poke something that's very hard. It's good. Has a ruler on the side, made in the USA. The MP600 that does not have the C4 mod. I have the MP600s that have blunt nose. I have them that have the needle nose, different variants. But I've had some of these MP600s I've had for over a decade. These are still in production. Gerber still makes these multi-tools to this day. Now, mainly because they are still winning some military contracts. I understand that makes sense. But what does that mean when they continue to make something? That means that innovation sometimes goes by the wayside. So I would argue to say that Leatherman is smoking other multi-tool companies because of innovation. When it comes to SOG, when it comes to all the up-and-comers that are making clones, which I think those are fantastic. They're innovating and they also have great prices. But when they discontinue a multi-tool, that team that was a part of the production and part of making sure that they had quality control, they can be resourced to something else. They can be resourced to the things like a Leatherman Arc. They can be resourced to getting rid of the 300 and coming out with a Surge, and maybe discontinuing the mud and coming out with something else, but they brought the mud back. But the point is don't be completely sad when these things go away. Now, I am not going to lie. I do get a little upset when the stuff goes away, mainly because I get FOMO, right? I do have a legit fear of missing out. For instance, I'm putting together an all G10 build, and my G10 build is going to consist of a G10 wallet by Dango. It's a fantastic wallet. This is made of G10. I also have a G10 K-bar system that I just purchased. And this is going to be great for, I like G10. I like the composite material, I like how strong it is. Now, they don't make G10 flashlights. That might make those things overheat. But they used to make, being Leatherman, made a G10 Charge Plus, Leatherman Charge Plus G10. I didn't buy it because I just always thought it was going to be there. And then they discontinued it. Now on eBay, it's ridiculously priced. I've even thought about buying the regular Charge and just buying G10 scales. That's still ridiculously priced. So yes, when you don't jump on something, you could miss out. But what am I really missing by not owning the Leatherman Charge and G10? Aesthetics. Okay, this multi-tool can do almost everything the Leatherman, well, this can do everything the Leatherman Charge can do, except it doesn't have the rip away feature, the gut hook feature that the Charge has. And the Leatherman Charge arguably does have a better knife blade steel, but I really use the knife on my free P4, so who really cares about that anyway? So I'm missing out on the benefits of having G10 for aesthetics, but that's one reason people in the EDC community care about it. But if you're not an EDC, like most of us are not, my grandfather, the folks who've bought Leathermans in the past, they just buy these things and have nostalgia for them, and they have no clue when something's discontinued. And that's why Leatherman can just innovate. They are a brand name. They are a name known for coming up with something that we all can just like, and they continue to make stuff happen overall. So is it a good thing that Leatherman gives stuff the chopping block? They give stuff the axe? Yes, it is. Does it really hurt my feelings? Does it make me wish they would not do stuff like that? Absolutely. I mean, when you have three things like this, the Squirt, the Juice, and the free P4, some of the best multi-tools that they have ever made, arguably, it just makes you not want to see these things go away. Comment down below, though. What do you think about companies discontinuing stuff? Do you think that they should continue production? Should they be like the Gerbers of the world and just produce the thing until the wheels fall off, or they should continue with the innovation? I would love to know what your comments down below. If this is your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, thank you once again for watching me run my grave. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.